Mr. Speaker, sir, with your kind permission, kindly I beg your indulgence to advise us as to extension of time. We had agreed previously that shall be equality of times, but I leave it to you as we progress. We will consider.
Just utilize your 20 minutes first.
Most obliged.
At the end of the 20 minutes,
I am well guided.
You know exactly what to do.
I am well guided, Mr. Speaker, sir. Madam Governor, good evening.
Evening to you.
The last time you were here, you indicated that you're a victim of misogyny. You remember?
Yes.
Do you still hold that preposition this afternoon?
Yes.
You still hold the position that you're a victim of the gender card?
Yes.
And that it's because of the gender card that you've always been brought before this assembly?
Yes.
Do you reckon that the move of the motion was a woman?
Yes.
Do you reckon that the motion was equally supported by the men and the women of MCAs of the Meru County?
Yes.
And you still hold the preposition that you're a victim of the gender, correct?
A victim.
Should female governors be held to account?
Yes, they should.
Should they be told when they are wrong?
Yes, they should.
Are they bound by the law?
Yes, they are bound.
Are they exempted by any clause that you know of?
No.
And therefore, Madam Governor, when we tell you that you illegally revoked the appointment of Virginia Kawira, and that you contravened Section 58, subsection 4 and Section 5 and Section 59A of the County Government Act. Yes? How is that victimization?
It was not a
How is that victimization? How do we victimize you as a woman when we say you violated Section 58 and Section 59? How do we victimize you as a woman?
I did not violate any section.
Listen to my question. How do we victimize you? I'm not asking whether you violated. I'm asking how do we victimize you as a woman?
I did not violate.
I know you didn't violate. That's why you're putting a defense. But I'm asking, how do we victimize you? The question is, how have we victimized you?
I did not violate.
What you have said. But the question is, how did we victimize you? Tukisema kwamba umevunja hii sheria na umesema hujavunja, tumekuonea vipi ati kwa sababu wewe ni governor wa mwanamke?
Ni kwa sababu sijavunja ile sheria.
Understanding my question?
Yes, I'm understanding.
The question is about victimization. How have we victimized you?
The council has tried to put it in English and Swahili, but it's not sinking well. I wish I could allow Meru, but that language is not allowed here. Now, let me try to assist the witness maybe to understand. If a governor breaches the law and is held to account, if it happens that that governor is a woman, is she being victimized? Because
she's not.
Thank you.
Council,
thank you for the indulgence. I enjoy from the wisdom of having practiced many years of law. Thank you, Senior Counsel. And therefore, you sat through the evidence of one Linda Kione.
Yes.
You heard that she distanced herself from that particular letter.
Yes.
And you are given leave by the Senate to bring or to produce the original letter, correct?
Yes.
Have you produced it before the Senate this afternoon?
You made the calls.
Have you produced it?
I have not.
Thank you. Who is in custody of that original letter?
I am in the office of the legal advisor.
Think or you know who is in custody of that letter?
Our secretary, yes, she says yes.
Is that secretary within your reach?
She She's in Meru.
Is she within your reach?
She's within my reach.
Did you communicate to her that it was important to have that particular letter produced before the Senate?
I communicated to her and she said that she had given the letter to the legal team that was preparing.
Oh, so the letter was still within the custody of the legal team?
So that they can have a copy.
Thank you. Have they produced it?
They have produced a copy.
Have they produced the original letter?
No, they have not.
Thank you. How can we tell and how can we dispute the allegation of forgery? How can you distance yourself with the allegation of forgery in that particular letter?
There is no forgery in that particular letter.
How can you, in the absence of the original letter, how can you distance yourself? May I repeat the question?
Yes.
In the absence of the original letter, how can you distance yourself from that letter?
It has been asked a few hours ago, so and because it's in Meru, we need to do some arrangement.
You cannot distance yourself from that letter in the absence of the original, correct? You cannot distance yourself from the allegation of forgery in the absence of an original letter.
I can distance myself.
When do you allege that the same was given? When do you allege that the advisory was given? Is it your testimony that was given on the 23rd February 2024?
Yes.
And when did you begin having problems with Linda?
Way back.
Yes, way back. When? Which specific dates?
I don't remember the date.
Do you remember issuing a notice of the intention to terminate her services?
No.
I remind you, Madam Governor, that on the 26th of March 2024, you issued a notice of intention to terminate the services, correct?
Yes.
And therefore, at that particular time, your relationship with Linda had already started going south, correct?
Not completely.
Not completely. Were there functions that you had let's look at that letter. You indicate that the reason for the termination is due to her perennial unavailability to offer legal services or legal advice. Then you also say, when the governor raised this concern over the same issue in December, it's an independent letter annexed to the affidavit of Linda. It was filed yesterday.
Yeah, Linda's affidavit is an independent document. It's not contained in any of those volumes, but it was circulated. If you don't have a copy, kindly make available a copy to Honorable Roba. Is there any other senator who doesn't have a copy of Linda's affidavit?
May you freeze the time?
Can you make available a copy to Senator Mogeni and Senator Roba, please? Proceed.
You got it?
See it, Council.
That is the annexure indicated as Office of the Governor, a letter dated 26th of March 2024, which is the last page, indicating as notice of intention, indicated as notice of intention to terminate your services. Have you seen it, Madam Governor?
Yes.
Did that letter originate from your office?
From the Chief of Staff.
From the Office of the Governor, correct?
Yes.
And this is an officer who was working under you, correct?
Yes.
And the Chief of Staff works under your instructions, yes?
Yes.
And that she cannot execute any functions without you having indicated or given instruction, correct?
Yes.
And as such, this letter therefore originated pursuant to your instructions, yes?
Yes.
And therefore you're indicating that you have a problem with Linda due to her perennial unavailability to offer advice, correct?
True.
So on this particular day, where was Linda when issuing this advisory?
I don't know.
You do not know.
Yes.
Did you instruct her to issue this advisory?
Who now?
You yourself, did you instruct her to issue this advisory?
How or he?
Did you instruct Linda to issue the advisory dated the 23rd February?
I called legal advisor, that is Linda, and also
So you instructed her, correct?
Governor, is
I asked for advisory from them.
I'm asking a simple question. Did you, you instructed her?
Yes.
What was the mode of communication?
One-on-one.
One-on-one on that particular day?
Not that particular date.
Yes. When did you seek this advisory?
After maybe 3 days.
When did you seek the advisory?
I can't remember the date.
What had triggered you to seek this advisory? What had preceded the need to seek this advisory?
There was allegation that Virginia Kawira is holding 2 positions.
Are you the one who sent out this advisory? Are you the one who called for it?
I called Linda and they asked for advisory.
Was the revocation of Linda done pursuant to the provisions of the law?
Yes.
Do you know what the law says in terms of the revocation of a member of a board?
Yes.
You understand that you cannot revoke an appointment of a member of a board without a resolution of the county assembly, correct?
It's not true.
Just show her the law. Show her the law. Read it out for her.
You're talking about Linda or Virginia?
Virginia. I'm at Virginia. Would you read section 59A, 58?
58.
5.
The members of the board may only be removed from office on grounds set out for the removal of members of a constitutional commission under Article 25(1) of the Constitution and by a vote of not less than 75%.
A vote of not less than 75%? You will have 2 ways of removing person from an office, correct?
I revoked, not removed.
When you revoked, did she leave the office?
She went to court.
I'm asking, when you revoked, assuming that she did not go to court, was she to leave the office?
After revoking, she was not to leave to office.
Ulipo revoke hiyo barua yake, ulitarajia atarudi katika ofisi yake siku nyingine?
Nilitarajia atachagua kazi moja kati ya kazi 2 ambazo alikuwa ameshikilia.
Haukutarajia kwamba atarudi kwa ile ofisi yake siku nyingine, kweli si kweli?
Nilimpatia achague anarudi kwa ofisi gani.
Swali langu nimekuuliza vizuri sana. Ulitarajia kwamba atarudi kwa ile ofisi yake awe CEO wa board tena?
Yes.
Ulitarajia vipi na usha revoke?
Revoking is not dismissing.
I understand English. My question is whether you dismiss, whether you revoke, the ultimate result is that she is going to leave that office. She is going to be removed from that office, correct?
Angetoka kwa hiyo ofisi kama aliacha kazi ambayo alikuwa anayeshikilia kwa miaka yote.
The revocation was done pursuant to which law? Which law did you invoke when revoking that appointment?
The law that makes me appointee.
The laws in Kenya are known. We know all the laws. Which law specifically did you invoke? And perhaps show us from that purported advisory which law was invoked while purporting to revoke. Have a look at that advisory and lead us to the law from that particular lawyer who advised you that a revocation can ensue. Which law did he invoke or did she invoke?
The legal advisor, that is leader. I mean the law that
yes, I understand.
Used.
Which law did she invoke in her advisory? Can you see where she's saying, I am relying on the County Government Act?
No.
The last paragraph of that letter. Kindly show the Madam Governor.
This is leaders affidavit.
Madam Governor, be patient to be showed where to read.
Proceed, Council. Senator Roba, you don't shout. If you have not given you any permission to speak, you stay silent.
Can you see where it is? Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can you see where it is written? In rendering this legal advice, I am relying on the County Government Act. Correct?
Yes.
Has she quoted any provision?
No.
Did you hear her saying that this is a mediocre advice? And now, therefore, she distanced herself from this mediocrity?
She cannot distance herself from this.
I'm asking, did you hear her say?
Yes.
You heard her saying it's mediocre?
Yes.
Do you understand why it is mediocre? It's because she's not referenced on any law? I put it to you that the letter is referred to as mediocre because it is not referred to any law and it was done by an amateur.
I'm not a legal expert. That's why I sought legal advice.
Mr. Speaker, could we have video number 11 in the County Assembly videos played from second 12? And as we await for that video, it is your testimony that there is proper delivery of services in Meru County, correct?
Yes.
There is no hue and cry whatsoever nature, correct?
Maybe there is some part.
Yes? There is no hue and cry, correct? All services are flowing smoothly according to you, correct?
Yes.
Including the health sector, correct?
Yes.
Kindly play at second 12. And you confirm that that facility has no maternity ward, correct?
We are putting it up. Not yet finished.
Have a look. We are just interested in that writing on the wall. We don't even need an interpreter.
That's a new block.
Okay, it's okay. Wait. I've not put a question to you. Rudisha nyuma kidogo. Tafadhali. Can you see, sorry. We are interested at where you have Kibusho maternity ward. Kindly, Madam Governor, would you kindly read out?
That's a new block which is not even furnished.
Can you see where it is written Kibuchwa maternity ward?
It was written 2 minutes ago. Yes, I can see.
It's okay.
Yes.
When was this? Who opened this facility?
It has not been opened yet because it has no furniture.
Is this facility functional?
It is functional as a dispensary.
As a dispensary?
Yes.
A dispensary that can take any emergency of whatsoever nature, correct?
No.
Yes?
Limited to services.
Limited to services?
Yes.
Let's have where, and perhaps you need an interpreter now, let's have where the women are saying that a woman delivered on the road. Let the video be played. Mr. Speaker, sir, we need an interpreter.
Can you bring the interpreter in the house? What is the issue, Senator Gloria, as we wait for the interpreter to walk in? Keep it short.
Mr. Speaker, in the interest of this House, I hate to say this, but we have been taking time out of the other team to get the interpretation and for the purposes of the visually impaired. Mr. Speaker, I don't see why now when we are saying there's a visually impaired person in the interest of time that they are getting favored to run clips without an interpreter, Mr. Speaker. I'm seeing as if there's a problem here, Mr. Speaker. So also, Mr. Speaker, they should stop badgering the witness because she should be allowed to answer the questions. She's not being allowed to answer the questions. And it's a common thing there.
Do we have the interpreter in the house? Senator Gloria, you've never registered yourself as a visually impaired senator. Proceed with the procedure.
Can you have the video played?
These are women from the village Who are saying is a big risk to the kid and to the mother. I came here early in the morning, that is 4 a.m. and I was going to pray and I found women here.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You have heard what those women are saying, correct? What are they saying?
She was going for prayers and met a woman who was crying along the road.
Yes, proceed. Let us play.
As I was going to church, even the church I didn't have to attend. I went looking for other women from the village. During delivery, the kids were all over and we were chasing them so that they cannot join us in the process.
Thank you. Heard what the women are saying, that they are complaining that one of them is delivering from the along the roadside, correct?
Yes.
Did it surprise you or did it catch you by surprise?
I was surprised also.
You did not get to know about it, correct?
No, I saw it yesterday.
Thank you. And you are the chief executive of the county government of Meru, correct?
Yes.
You are the chief executive.
Yes.
Thank you. Let us play video number 1A at minute 2:42.
Wale ambao
Yes.
Ningependa kusema hivi, Vincent Murevi ama Supu ambaye ni key suspect hajawahi andikwa kwangu, mfanyikazi wangu, hakuna siku amefanya kazi kwa gavana na si mfanyikazi wa kaunti, ni shabiki kama vile hao walio nyuma yangu ni shabiki.
Suppose that is you speaking, correct?
That's very true.
And what is the context? What is the context of your address? You are addressing about the death of Sniper, correct?
Yes.
And you are distancing yourself from that person called Supu, correct?
Yes.
And that he has never worked in your office, correct?
He has never worked.
Do you still hold that preposition even this evening?
He has never worked in your office.
Thank you. Let us look at the evidence. Volume 2 of the County Assembly Bundle of Documents at page 430. Yes, County Assembly.
Your time is up. Council for the County Assembly, your time is up.
Yeah, that has caught us by surprise, Mr. Speaker, sir. And because this is a crucial witness, we seek indulgence and your favor that you may grant us at least 20 more minutes that I can also yield to my Larry friends to just carry on with the rest of it.
Council for County Assembly. We have a deadline to beat. We have until midnight tonight to conclude this matter. We are not doing very well in terms of time management, and therefore I will give you 10 more minutes.
Most obliged. Let's have a look at that document. Page 430. Are you at page 430, Madam Governor? That is, we can begin at page 429. That is the information that the individuals were charged with, correct?
Yes.
Volume 2, Mr. Speaker, yes? And Vincent Mureithi Karimi alias Supu is one of the accused person, number 1, correct?
Yes, accused.
Is is that the same Vincent at page 430? Is that the same Vincent Muridi Karimi at 430?
Yes, yes.
And that is confirmed that it's a curriculum vitae for Mr. Muridi Vincent, correct?
Yes.
Let's move to page 431. Yes? Can you see where it is written Vita TV?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Do you know Vita TV?
I know Vita TV.
Where does it broadcast?
From Meru.
From Meru. Do you have any association with that particular TV?
No.
You don't have. I put it to you, and then look at where we have directors. Miriam, where we have the references. Can you see the references?
Miriam Gwantai.
One of the references, correct?
Yes.
Reference to Vincent, correct?
And the Father Kaberia.
And Father Kaberia. Do you know Miriam?
I know Miriam.
Who is Miriam?
A close relative.
Close relative. Relative to who?
Relative to the governor.
Relative to the governor.
Yes.
Who is she referring?
From these documents is referring to Vincent.
Vincent.
Yes.
Yeah? Does she work as your PA?
Yes, she works.
She works at your, as a PA, correct?
Yes.
Do you still maintain that you do not know Vincent and that Vincent does not work for you?
She doesn't work for me.
Let's go to, has she ever worked in the county government at any given time?
He has never worked in the county government of
Thank you. Let us go to page 443 of the same bundle of documents. That is a letter from the Public Service Board, correct? 443, Honorable Senators?
Yes.
And that the County Public Service Board is responsible of placement, correct?
Yes.
And that there is that letter is an internal memo, yes?
It's an internal memo.
Sent to the Meru County, from the Meru County Public Board to the Chief of Staff, correct?
Yes.
And the Chief of Staff works under your office, correct?
Yes.
Can you see where you have serial number 1?
Yes, I can see.
Who is that?
The number 1 person.
Yes.
Vincent Muridi.
Vincent Muridi.
Yes.
Can you see where it is written designation?
Yes.
What is she?
Assistant Director.
Assistant Director?
Governor's Press.
Governor's Press.
Yes.
Do you still maintain your preposition?
Yes.
That she doesn't work for you?
It doesn't work for me.
As I yield to my next counsel, I put it to you that you have capable and you have been a pathological lawyer who has always craved and hidden under the card of gender, and that you have come before this assembly to lie, and that your witnesses have always been lying, and that they have lied today. Yes?
I will prove to you now.
Did you listen to the submissions or the response of the CEC for ICT?
No.
Did you listen to that evidence?
From you. From you.
Ibrahim
who?
Mutua.
Yes.
Did you hear him confirming that he is a man of proper standing?
Yes.
And that has not been proved otherwise?
It has not been proved.
Madam Governor, I yield to the next council, but you shall not keep on lying. We shall not allow you to evade accountability on account of misogyny. We shall not allow you to evade accountability on account of it wasn't me. I yield.
Honorable Speaker, my name is Kawira. I will take a few minutes that I remain. Madam Governor, in your opening statement, you said that the County Assembly defense consists of lies, correct?
Yes.
And you said that it is pure lies, correct?
Yes.
We have shown you evidence that the purported legal advice from the purported legal advisor is a lie. We have caught you lying. We have shown you further evidence that the letters that are purportedly written by the notorious county secretary, but never received by the office of the clerk, by which you purporting your evidence to have been received by the office of the clerk, are also outright forgeries. We have also shown you evidence, and contrary to what you say in that video, but you don't know Vincent Murevi alias Hoow. We've shown evidence that this person has actually worked under your office.
I know Hoow, but he has never worked in your office.
What's the question, Madam Governor? Do you still maintain that despite all these evidence of lies and inconsistencies in your evidence, it is a county assembly that is lying?
There are no lies.
Okay. Madam Governor, there is a video, but for the benefit of time we will play. There is a video in your bundle of videos where you did a tour after the last impeachment proceedings. You went to Meru and you are addressing the rally from the rooftop, correct?
Yes.
Is that your best evidence of your reconciliation efforts? Is that your best available evidence?
Among the best available evidence.
Have you presented all the other evidences before this Senate?
Yes.
Where are they? Madam Governor, come with me to page 394 of our volume 4, Honorable Speaker, volume 4. Page 394. And as you open it, open page 558 of the same volume, those two pages. Yes, show them to the Governor. And this is a recommendation, Madam Governor, I'll read and you will agree with me. On 15 and 16, this is a recommendation by the County Assembly that a subway to be established within the office of the Governor to provide a budget for the Deputy Governor, correct?
Yes.
And this recommendation was made to the County Treasurer, correct?
Yes.
And the head of the County Treasury is Mr. Ibrahim, who testified in the morning in your favor, correct?
Yes.
At page 558, this is now the report on the Meru County Budget Appropriation Bill for number 2 of 2024. You will agree with me that the committee notes that the CCM Finance do not adhere to that resolution at number 16. That is page 558 on our speaker, correct?
Yes.
So, Madam Governor, if your evidence is that you are the foremost peacemaker, is that you have made all attempts at reconciliation, why would you allow your CEC to deny the office of the Deputy Governor a budget? If indeed you want to reconcile with the Deputy Governor and you want to reconcile with our leaders.
The Deputy Governor doesn't have a vote, that is one. Number two, the amount allocated to the Governor is for both the Deputy Governor and the Governor.
You don't get my question. Why would you deny that office within your office still?
We've never denied that office budget.
I think, Honorable Speaker, I leave it to interpretation by the Honorable House. Honorable Speaker, I'll ask that video number 1C or 1B in our bundle of videos be played. That is 1B of the County Assembly bundle of videos. I seek your indulgence to blame the interpreter, the translator. And this is my last question.
It's rendered in English. Proceed. We conclude.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Who is speaking that video, Madam Governor?
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Council. Senator Gloria, you're out of order, and I'm giving you a caution.
Madam Governor, would you say in that video, the posture you have taken in that video, which is quite different from the posture you've taken in the witness stand, would you say you are sensitive to the plight of that family?
No.
You are not sensitive. You agree? Thank you. Thank you for that answer. What evidence have you placed before this Honorable House to prove or to show that indeed the 6 million Kenya shillings was raised?
There's a video clip.
Evidence of money, not a video clip. Evidence of money.
Evidence of money in the video clip.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for listening to me.
Council for Governor, you may re-examine. You have 5 minutes to do that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, I will be very brief with